have a feeling there's going to be a lot of quests like this in 9. I'm just assuming, and I'm pretty sure that 10 is chock full of them.
9, I think, has a lot of it.
I think that we've just from here on out. This is the world. This is the game.
You're just gonna dig into the world like it's ice cream, and you're like, I need to get that chunk of cookie dough.
I've heard that there's a cookie dough segment in the corner of this.
You're eating fish food, and you're like, oh man, I bet all the marshmallow is at the bottom this time.
Welcome to No One Could Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 37.
We're deep into some extra stuff.
Yeah, the next thing to do in the story is go to Disc 4 and end the game, so we've got some side questing to do first.
I can't believe that I know I've said this in past episodes already, but when we were playing it, it didn't feel that abrupt to me, but going over it and saying that the next thing to do in the story
is the end.
So, still just wild to me.
It is wild.
God. And yet, how much is left, even though the next thing to do is the end?
There's 7 or 8 episodes left in the season.
Ooh,
well, because we gotta do the side quests.
Yeah, luckily the side quests are my fondest memories of playing the game. So.
Definitely. We're gonna get into Crazy Town next week or the week after, but right now, what we've got ahead of us is some grinding on Cactaur Island.
Gotta get all the abilities unlocked on those GFs.
And then we're gonna go to Shumi Village and find those stones they were talking about.
Do the whole Shumi Village side quest, which, just to get out of the way at the top, Shumi Village, one of the best locations not used in the game.
This side quest probably is the one that has the most dialogue, though. There's so much we're about to read in this episode.
It's also the one that, to me, feels most obviously the Laguna thing was, probably almost done for this.
Yeah,
you know?
they went too... we've already built the location for it.
They tell you so much stupid bullshit about the Shumi.
And what happened when Laguna got here.
Yeah, Laguna, and what the Shumi mean, and all this stuff that clearly, was gonna factor into the plot, but is just extra shit on an outline at this point.
Last week we heard the plan for what we're gonna do with time compression and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our plan is we're just gonna let her do time compression, but then we will kick her ass.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. So let's get to it, though. Cactaur Island is first. It's gonna be a fun week. Let's go.
Bam.
But Laguna's making it sound like we're gonna go do the entire ending of the game and go to the future, right now.
Doesn't sound like that. So if we're gonna go grind on Cactaur Island, we decide to get our final party ready.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna be the final party? It's gonna be Squall.
Yeah, if we're gonna be, leveling up, then we're not gonna do it to everyone.
So we get Squall, Quistis,
and Selphie
in the party. If I'm gonna do this too, I want my best players.
Yeah.
Selphie and
I think Selphie and Quistis.
Quistis.
Well, because their limits are also useful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just a reminder, we have wrapped our heads around Selphie and Quistis' limit breaks, which are Selphie can cast random magic, some of which is very powerful, and Quistis has access to enemy abilities.
Including micro missiles, which does a percentage attack of their HP.
So we're going to be using those limit breaks as main mechanics late in the game.
I think it would be worth grinding out Auto Shell
on Cactus Island.
Cactaur Island.
This is a magical place.
Mm-hmm. So
we land the Ragnarok on Cactaur Island and save, ready to kill a bunch of these things that run away real fast.
Mm-hmm. He's having a hard... Hey, come up here.
Come on. No, I know you've eaten.
Come here.
Come here.
There's nothing over here, Haley.
Where is it?
We don't see it.
I don't see it. Come here. Oh, I see it now. We found Haley's ball under the couch, but you're looking up what are the other side quests that we need to do
before we go to the point of no return.
Oh, if you challenge Laguna to a game of cards on the Ragnarok, you can win the Squall card.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this says you should do all this shit before we go to the end of Disc 3.
Alright, it's time for side quests. Let's fucking do it. I'm coming in.
We were like, oh man, it's so great you do all this stuff in the middle of the game. We were at the end.
We were at the end. We didn't even know it. We didn't even know it.
What? Where is it? What are you talking about?
Oh, there's one behind the... Yeah. on, Quistis actually hit one.
Once in a while she does.
Haley, get away from there.
Bring it over here.
Got the Cactaur's card.
Nice. But yeah, at this point, I guess there's no reason to get every card or anything. But wait, what is Shumi Village for? And what is that stone quest?
The Shumi Village had a bunch of good cards. Is there no, like, card tournament that we can get involved in and use all our best cards eventually?
Doesn't seem like it.
It's just a collectible and that's it.
Just like a thing to do while you're playing the game.
There are a couple of card quests involving the Queen of Cards and the Card Club that we had heard about back in Balam Garden.
We can say now we don't do all the card stuff in the season proper.
Right.
We will 100% it in the bonus content.
Right.
So the Card Club quest is not on the table here.
But we will get it done.
Sign up for Patreon.
Yeah.
Hear us do it in the bonus.
But I want a tournament to show off at, like in Gwent, when there was like that story.
Queen of Cards side quest. You can begin the Queen of Cards.
Fucking guys, I don't know why. And then there's getting all those fucking like adamantine and shit like that.
Yeah, there's a whole side quest about getting rare cards from her, but I don't.
Getting rare cards from who?
The Queen of Cards. Like if you play her. You have to lose specific rare cards to her for her to... What the fuck?
I don't know that I want to do that.
Yeah? Okay.
Like, do we really want to do that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and I think a big factor in why we didn't... we specifically singled out the card stuff as like, we just won't do that. Is like the insanity we had dealt with random at this point in the game.
Yeah.
We were like, I'm not fucking gonna, go lose cards and then win them back?
No,
no thank you.
It was like, we could kind of feel that this was gonna be a whole albatross of a thing and turn into like an emerald weapon grind.
And at this point, like, I think you probably feel the same way. If something starts to smell like emerald weapon, I'm like looking for outs.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
How do we do this? How do we not do this? Like, I like the Triple Triad game, and I want to get all good cards and stuff, but like...
I don't think there's any reason to.
Well...
Hold on.
I don't have to completionist that. I'd like to go get the
There's a
small
UFO
card.
side quest. You were right about...
There is a UFO side quest, okay.
It's to get a card.
I mean, well, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with doing a side quest to get, like... Any cards associated with the side quest, I'd be up for getting, I guess. But, like, it's too bad that doesn't all come together.
I mean, this is the same as the Queen of Cards thing. We're gonna go run around looking for a random encounter that's a UFO.
Oh.
In 4 different areas.
Oh. Sign up for Patreon. We eventually do it in the bonus
Listen to me talking us out of this thing that sounds totally easy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem hard at all. And then what?
You throw elixirs at them, and then you get a card called Poo Poo. That's an alien.
Oh, that's cute. I can be okay with also just knowing
Opal
that.
Lake side quest. Okay, we might want to do this just because it's so weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Man, the Opal Lake side quest, we're not going to do it this week, but it's my favorite thing in the whole game.
It's definitely the weirdest Final Fantasy side quest we've come across.
Okay, this is so strange. Okay, I'll bookmark that one.
What is it?
We go to a lake near Timber and talk to the lake until the lake talks back, and then it says, "Have you seen my friend Mr. Monkey?" And then we go look for Mr. Monkey, and then...
Okay, I'm in. Say no more.
I don't know what we get for it, but...
Say no more.
I gotta look up this Shumi Village.
Good for you, Selfie.
What is the point of Shumi Village? You don't go there for the story? Really?
Really?
It's an optional location.
How many of those are there?
Most of them. All of the good ones, except for Esthar.
We were blinded just because it looks cool. Esthar is a bullshit location. You don't even go into anyone's house there. It's just empty.
The idea that you can't go into any residence in that place is crazy to me when you think about it like that.
The joy of almost every Final Fantasy game from the first one is like you walk into a house and there's like a fucking shitter in the corner and a guy standing there being like, I'm like
a farmer.
This town. Yeah, I'm a farmer.
Yeah, the fact that there's no even side quests
through...
Dude, there's not even stores with shop owners. They have like a screen with the menu on it, and it's a shit town.
At a certain point in their lives, Shumi evolved. The artisan Shumi is friends with the grease monkey from Fisherman's Horizon, whom he made a Moomba doll as an act of friendship, and the master fisherman is in fact an honorary Shumi and visits the village from time to time.
What?
I think I was just reading through a forum, sort of briefly going over a lot of various things that'll become important to the Shumi Village side quest later.
Nord never came up again.
That's crazy.
We've
We've got auto shell, but like these seem good too.
Yeah, we probably want those too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're making sure our GFs are learning all the right abilities, like elemental defense ×4.
Shumi Village quest. You get a Phoenix Pinion for doing the Shumi Village quest.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And I had read that the Phoenix Pinion leads to the Phoenix GF.
Oh, all of the stones are in Shumi Village. We just have to press X on the right rocks around the village. Oh, in Shumi Village, we are also going to get...
Yeah, what about the blue stone and shit?
We're going to get an item... Yeah, that's all. That's what I said. It's all in the village. They're all... You walk around and look at different rocks in the village.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was... Okay.
And after that, there's another step that... You get the Phoenix Pinion first, and if you do another thing, you get the Status Guard, which can teach a Guardian Force the Status Defense Junction ×4 ability. So we can teach another... junction that, which is crazy. Okay.
So you're starting to come together for you?
Yeah, well after this we should go to Shumi Village and finish all that up.
Yeah, okay.
A ton of these side quests are just about getting rare cards, and I don't think we want to collect every card because it'll take us forever.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It doesn't, like, I wanted to want to, but I feel like they're not going to reward me enough.
They're not going to reward you at all.
Exactly.
Man, going into recording the bonus material, we thought we would get like 1 or 2 episodes of card stuff. It's going to be like 10 plus episodes.
I'm really glad we didn't do all that shit right now. With 7,
it would take so long.
Everybody with 7 was like, you're supposed to beat the game and then go back and do
the
MLF
extra
and
stuff,
shit.
and that's what we're going to do this time.
That's what we did here, and you know what? It worked out better.
This island is a goddamn revelation. Like, if the Gelnica was replaced with something equivalent to this, I would have been thrilled.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
How much you want to bet that that's exactly what's going on over at that fucking place with the magic pots and the swamp?
Yeah, I bet that's what it's like, but still, you need to have farmed elixirs to throw at the magic pots.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Dumb.
I think the super bosses are Bahamut in the thing at the bottom of the research lab.
I'm wondering that, and I was afraid to ask that question
I don't
because
see
I was
any
afraid
other...
for it to be. I was like, if I ask it, it's not going to be true.
There is one other super boss that, for reasons we don't understand, Jegged wasn't mentioning. Jegged being the guide that we were using. We will get to do that too.
Yeah, first black mark on Jegged here. It
doesn't mention Omega.
It doesn't
weapon.
mention Omega weapon. It's usually our preferred online resource for Final Fantasy walkthroughs, but this time it's lacking.
FF8 super boss. Oh wait.
Oh no. God damn it. What?
There is a super boss in Ultimecia Castle, like at the end of the game.
Okay.
Ultima weapon. Or Omega weapon, rather, is what it's called.
Okay, because I thought Ultima Weapon's at the bottom of the research facility.
Yeah, Omega weapon is a super boss, generally regarded as the game's toughest boss. It's a recolor of the Ultima weapon.
And a lot harder.
Wow, in the original PlayStation version, Omega weapon is always at level 100, but in the PC and remastered version, it can be any level.
Thank God.
I feel like we should try to upgrade our weapons. It would suck to not get any of the ultimate weapons.
I mean, some of them are like 1 item or 2 away.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely do that.
I think we should at least get Squalls.
Yeah.
Since he attacks, actually.
Let's try to do that like before we go take on
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I think we should do all the extra stuff we can that'll help us hypothetically before we go in there.
I'm excited to see Doom Train.
Selfie can cast Wall on the party. We have not seen Wall.
Wall becomes our favorite ability of Selfies because it puts up Shell and Protect on all 3 of your characters. So it reduces magical damage and physical damage, which is great.
And her limit is the only way to cast it.
There you go. That's enough. I've been doing it like crazy. I got all those Doom Train things.
Yeah. Let's go to Shumi Village.
They can all junction more shit now. All of them.
Good.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Shumi Village and do the stone quest.
Mm-hmm.
But first, let's get everybody's magic properly junctioned to the best that they can be.
Well, now we've unlocked a bunch.
Which GFs?
I'm not sure.
What do they say? What do you think?
I think Vitality to protect against damage.
Do we not have like a scroll of Vite J?
We can probably buy one. We have an HPJ and a Luck J. But we can go into the store from our menu and buy one.
Right. Who's our main magic?
Well, it was Quistis, but I think you have Selfie junctioned. Like, I don't know who has the highest magic right now, because I think you took the magic junctions off of somebody else and put them onto Selfie. I think after we do get the Phoenix Pinion and stuff, we should go, like, stock up on all the good magic we can and redo our junctions to make them as good as possible.
But who of the GFs should learn magic plus, like, who's using...
I mean, probably Selfie.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're realizing we have, like, now that we have our main party, we have a bunch of items that should probably be dumped onto people to boost stats we haven't been paying attention to, and there's all kinds of jibber-jabber to now dig into.
We're cutting most of it out, but there's a lot of menuing.
Haley, I don't have a ball right now. You took them over there. I don't have it.
Sweet.
Get it! What are you talking about? They're on the couch, dude.
Dude, they're on the couch.
Get one of those. 2 perfectly good balls right there.
Do not tell me that there's a third hidden ball that you care about more than those 2 balls.
You remember Jib Jab?
Was that a search engine or something?
I think it was like
it?
a cell comedy ringtone thing. What was it? It was like a comedy web boomer thing.
I remember this vaguely.
Jib Jab. Now it looks like it's a fun e-card site.
Be funny on jibjab.com.
Jib Jab Wikipedia, please.
What is the about Jib Jab page on their website?
Jib Jab is an American digital entertainment studio based in Los Angeles, California. Founded in 1999 by brothers Evan and Greg Spiridelis, it first achieved widespread attention during the 2004 U.S. presidential election when their video of George Bush and John Kerry singing "This Land Is Your Land" became a viral hit. You remember that?
Vaguely.
Initially known for political and social satire, Jib Jab produced commercials and shorts for clients such as Sony, Noggin, Cartoon, blah, 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 blah.
Ryan, at Jib Jab Bros Studios, we make things that make people laugh. From our flagship Jib Jab branded satires, e-cards, and messages to our kids and family brands, Storybots and Hello Santa.
Storybots?
We have been using technology to innovate storytelling for over 15 years, and we're just getting started. That's from their About page. Oh, that's dumb. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Do you swear to preserve, protect, defend the Constitution? You betcha. Yes, I'm coming back to serve a second term.
Oh, this is a less popular retread after their heyday. I don't need to hear whatever. Man, that shit was on fire back in 2004.
Jib Jab.
They have a lot of jibber jabber to go through in the game. That's why I thought of that. I just was...
Okay, because we're gibbering and jabbering?
You remember Crazy Frog?
No.
That was the text thing. The frog.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, yes you do. Hold on. You just don't know. This guy, Crazy Frog. You would download Crazy Frog ringtones. Like he would sing like this. And your Nokia phone would like ring.
I don't
with
remember
a Crazy
this.
Frog ringtone. This is from that same... Someone needs to make a documentary about this whole world of tech comedy that happened at around the same time.
Man.
Yeah, this is from 11 years ago. This is like someone made millions of dollars on this.
How about that? What a world. But we're almost done junctioning, and then we're gonna go to Shumi Village.
Alright, I'm going to Shumi Village.
Let me get the quest up. Man, we might finish this extra stuff tonight,
That would be awesome.
and then beat the game Monday.
Dude! Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, let's not. But I mean, like, it's hypothetically possible.
That would be cool.
Like, I think if we finish the extra stuff, I think the rest of the game...
Like, I thought there would be a lot more to the cards, but I guess they're kind of...
Well, there is if you want to get all the cards. Don't worry.
How many cards are we talking about?
Well, we can look at our cards and see how many we're missing.
I totally early on was like, we got to get every card, and at this point, I mean, like, well, I mean, Jeff, if you want to do the card quests, let's just look and see how many cards there are. I mean, I'm willing, but you know, I don't know. You don't believe in collecting, so I mean, look, there's there's a lot missing. You know? I mean, we could do it.
I'm
Jeff.
saying that I would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm willing to hang
such
out.
a little shit.
But if you wanted to
But
cancel,
yeah, I mean, we can look and see. We can look and see, Jeff.
We can start by looking at that.
Yeah, so, yeah, we can look in the menu.
Where is this Shumi Village?
You can look at it on your map and just be flown there.
Of course. Haley, there's a fly back here.
So we land right outside of Shumi Village, and I start reading what we're gonna do.
Yeah, if you remember correctly, the sculptor who was sculpting a statue of Laguna wanted us to get a series of stones.
So the blue stone that the sculptor is referring to are the big blue rocks just off to the left of the same room that the Laguna statue is in.
And it turns out the first stone was directly next to that guy.
It's right there.
He's not asking you to go out and gather materials. He's literally like, around town we have some stuff I need.
I really thought he was asking us to go on a
I did
quest
too,
to find
considering we have so many items called stone.
I can't believe this whole thing
It's optional. I
fucking
can't believe
optional.
that
That's so
Nord
nuts.
was a Shumi. I can't believe the number of theme things and crimes that Sid still has to answer for that are just never going to be brought up or explained
Fucking
at all.
crazy.
God, I fucking hate Sid. I hate him so much.
What whiplash from the last Sid.
What whiplash in the beginning of this game? What's happening?
Oh, yeah. This game is whiplash. Okay, so you said
Into the statue room, yeah.
I'm also so thrilled that there's no random encounters in this town.
Also, we can turn off random encounters for any of the stuff we
You
want to
know,
do.
but also there's none anyway, and I
Right.
don't have to. Yes, Haley, get the fly. It's there. Oh, you did it. Good girl.
So the blue stone that the sculptor's referring to are the big blue rocks just to the left of the Laguna statue.
Yeah, I see it. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
It's
right there.
in the
blue
goddamn
stone.
room.
The blue stone.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Time to get the stones.
This
This stone is blue.
Hey, don't tell me this is the blue stone.
What?
Huh?
Oh. Completely forgot. Already had it. Well, that's one down, 4 more to go.
Go find some wind stones.
Yeah, so go back towards the entrance where that guy's standing by the
Squall's
table.
like, oh, this fucking idiot. Go back to the where? Oh, wait.
Where that guy's like standing by that table near the entrance. He was like supposedly the stone expert, but doesn't have the stones. That's that big rock right there.
This?
Yes.
This looks like one of them. There's a breeze coming from it. I guess it's the wind stone. Now go back to him.
That was just a random part of the background that if you press X on it, where there is like a rocky drawing, there's a dialogue about like, oh, I feel a breeze. This must be the wind stone.
There's not even like clues. It's not like this is a windy screen or something
No.
like that. It's just it's yeah.
Hey, guy. Is this it? Yes, that's the windstone. 3 to go. Next sculptor needs some life stones.
So the life stone is located near the elder's house. Move towards the rocky cliff with the roots hanging down, and Squall will climb up to grab the stone. So yeah,
Over
that's-
here, huh?
Yeah, a little in the middle, I think, of him. There we go.
Huh. Wow. How would I...
So on one of the screens, there's like a cliff, and if you press X in the right place, Squall climbs up it, and he gets the stone. And this whole quest, it's like you go, you get the thing, you come back, you give it to him, And this goes on and just gets slightly more complicated to the point where they start making jokes about how long this takes to do.
I mean, this seems like the broken vase thing. You just walk around hitting X.
Wow. There's stones under the roots. This must be the life stone. I would never have figured that
Haley,
out.
bring it over here. Yeah, so I guess these three are going to be our de facto badasses for the rest of the game. We don't need to change parties.
Okay.
If we're gearing up for the hardest bosses with them.
Should we switch Selfie out for somebody who's
No,
better, or
Selfie's
she-
recommended because her limit is good.
Right.
Other
Alright.
people have crappy limit breaks.
Well,
Zell sucks shit.
This is our team.
Yeah.
Now it's life stone. Two more to go.
So, the Shadow Stone. Ride the elevator back up to where the Ultima drop point was. The ultimate drop point will have recharged by now, so you should spend some more money to draw from it again.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadow Stone is located off to the right side of this pathway, the opposite side of where the drop point is found.
Okay.
Was that a satisfying session, Haley?
Yeah, are you a happy little dog?
The end of this quest is going to be funny.
Good.
So yeah, across there is the Shadow Stone, somewhere on the, like in that shadow, yeah.
Got it.
This is so dumb. On this screen, there's a lot of shadows being cast by the stuff that's technically over your head. And in one of the areas, in one of the shadows, is the Shadow Stone.
More stones. It's so hidden.
Yeah, you literally would just have to walk everywhere hitting X.
That's the only way to do it. I can't believe you never come to Shumi Village.
I'm shocked. Like, as soon as Laguna was like, alright, the plan is to do the time compression and go to the future, I was like, now? Already?
I mean, you can not
Before
go to
disc
Wutai,
4?
but, like, you can not go to, like, 8 different locations in this fucking place, and I just can't believe it.
I don't want to get hung up turning this into an analysis comparison, but now seems like the appropriate time. The comparison between this and Wutai is like, yeah, Wutai is totally
Right.
optional, but there is so much more going on in Wutai when you get there.
I mean, this place has a fetch quest where you walk around and they keep... And there's a bit of a story to it,
A
which
little
is
bit.
nice. But also, like, in Wind Hill, another optional place that we went, there was a fetch quest to go around and get a bunch of vase pieces.
Got
like,
it.
it's not as complicated or as cool as a character that you met in the woods has to battle her way up a pagoda and eventually defeat her own father.
Yeah.
You
There's
know?
like at least a story that has to do with somebody in your party there.
Well,
Anyway,
this technically has to do with Laguna.
I just felt like it was worth talking about a little bit.
I mean, if they did it in a year and a half or whatever or less, it would make sense that they made all these places and just didn't get around to the time to making the story take you there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they had them done, so they put stuff there.
And give you a reason. Yeah, and, like, let you go there. But didn't make you go there?
Anyway, I make it back to the sculptor's house to give him the Shadow Stone.
Alright, talk to me. Is this it?
Well,
yes, the
and there-
Shadow Stone.
There's, on that one continent, there's that
Water
thing
stones.
that's like a blown up pillar that looks like it used to be a building, and that was never a location at all.
I think that we saw a piece of dialogue that explained what that might have been, but, like, it was like it wasn't a thing.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, you're baffled by the remnants of places on the map, on the world map. Like, what was Odin's thing for? They didn't really explain that, but also you're directing me through this side quest.
Yeah, like the whole
So now
central
where's this
continent.
where's the water stone?
Okay, so first go out to where the frog is.
Well, there comes a point in these games where, like, the whole way leading up, you sort of have faith that, like, things will be revealed. And then when it's like, we're done, you kind of start, like, going back and you give it all an audit. you know?
Yeah, you go back through your memory, you're like, what happened?
I remember this really severely in 15. We hit a point where suddenly
Yes.
I went from, like, I love this to, like, this is the worst game I've ever played in my life.
It happened at a specific
like a snap
point.
of a fingers.
You're gonna get a fake water stone. He'll tell you it's not real, and then you gotta go to the artisan's house. The water stone isn't there.
Okay. Give me a stone, frog. Yes, frog. Here's another stone.
No, you gotta go give it to the guy.
Yeah. Is this it? No, this stone we put by the pond.
Yeah, and so this time for the stone, they add in a complication where first you gotta fetch the wrong stone, and then you can fetch the right one.
Now go into the artisan's house and check by the left side of his sink.
Oh man, we've fully arrived. Like, Final Fantasy, this is it. Could this be it? Do you mind if I take the stone? He uses the stone for washing.
Yeah, the artisan was using that stone, the water stone, in his sink, like a pumice stone of some kind.
I would be more into this if you could find the right stone first, but whatever.
Congratulations, your task is complete. Go see the elder. Okay.
So we've collected all the stones and given them to the sculptor.
So we go to the elder to tell him we're done.
We did it.
For your services, it gives me great pleasure to present you this. Elder attendant is having a hard time seeing it.
The elder says he's going to give us something and then opens his hand and it's empty. There's nothing in his hand.
I don't see anything. What the? I don't see anything. Isn't it amazing? When he holds something in his palm, you can't even see it. Such is the power of the person who has attained eldership. What? So what's the gift? What else? The honor of seeing his hand.
This does say after the elders.
I was already looking at his hand.
Give you a phoenix pinion.
Give me something.
And then we get some real classic Final Fantasy humor about how you did that whole boring thing for nothing. We're rubbing your faces in it.
Yeah, but we're doing it in like a charming way.
It is pretty charming.
These great hands have shoveled the earth. These great hands have created wonders. These great hands justify his eldership. We are proud to send you off with this gift. Do stop by again. Good day. Fuck you.
Hold on.
Hey. Talk to him. Please feel free to stop by anytime. Please leave at once.
So they tell us to leave, and as we make it to the doorway, they're like, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. We forgot to give you a souvenir. It's embarrassing to present you this silly thing after all we've already given you, but here's a phoenix pinion.
Apparently, if you kept talking to the sculptor again, he would tell you he actually didn't need any of the stones, he just wanted you to get acquainted with the village.
Well, fuck him!
You got the phoenix pinion.
I got the phoenix pinion. Oh, they actually gave you something? They're so weird. That hand thing, is that for real? Maybe.
Explain what it all meant. What are you gonna say, Squall?
And this is pretty hilarious. We walk out of there and everyone else is dazed. When a social interaction just goes left and everyone's like, wait, what just happened? What should we think about that? Yeah. And you get a choice of how Squall should respond.
I think it was true. He kept his hands concealed since we met him.
He had him like this, like he had him at his side.
Oh, we couldn't show you his palm.
Judging from this place, they're pretty advanced, so they can't be stupid. They probably knew that the silly hand thing wasn't going to impress us. They sincerely admire Laguna, so they wanted to treat us kindly, since we know him. Their kind gesture just came out weird, that's all, but at least they tried. I think overall it was decent, heartfelt welcome.
Wow, what's happened to you, Squall?
I can't believe how much thought he put into that.
I mean, that's character growth there.
I think he's meant to be an anthropologist or something. When presented with real issues all game, he's been like, whatever. When been like, what was that weird interaction when we had those people? He's
Here's
like, well,
a sociology class.
Yeah, well, given that they are an advanced society, we can assume they're not stupid and that we're merely misunderstanding their gesture of goodwill.
He's good.
Perhaps we owe them our thanks.
That's what my Sir Laguna, my hero.
Funny, the elder humbly concealed his hands. Norg, on the other hand, showed them off.
Finally bringing up Norg. He was all like, Mah.
I'm just imagining Norg Fossying all the time, and all the other Shumis being like, what a fucking hack. Showing his palms.
Showing his palms. It loses all of its power when you do it all the time. But also, this is the only thing Squall has shown interest in the entire game. He doesn't really care about anything else, but here he's suddenly like, gee, I wonder what the significance of Norg showing his... he's obsessed.
Which is a sign of some asshole elder.
Yeah, doesn't deserve to be an elder. He should have been a Moomba.
He should have been a fucking Moomba.
The number of times I would have been happy for him to ponder about many of the other confusing things. But anyway, we cut back into the elder's house.
Yeah, and we see the elder and his assistant having a conversation on their own where they're like, do you think they bought our weird thing?
They're also like, that was really weird, but hopefully they're just gone now.
What a sham. They probably know. Of course.
What?
There was a fierce shrewdness about their eyes, and an unimaginable destiny awaits them. There's no doubt that they know. Then why did you bother with the charade? You should have just said, Here, there's nothing.
The way that all of the ceremony with his hands and stuff was bullshit makes me think, like, is this whole place like a tourist trap? Like, the way you arrive and they're like, oh, welcome to our culture, special guest. Like, our elder has permitted you here. And then you ask about their dogs, and they're like, "Oh, these aren't dogs. They're
elders that have become dogs.
They're noble beasts whose fur is noble, and
they're like locals who
they're like
fucking
putting
with
on
tourists.
a show. Well, they're like putting on a show to like make more money. You know, like playing up parts of their culture to like."
But the real truth is a lot more.
Well, yeah, you know, and like the guy was like, "Oh, I need to send you on a quest to get rocks." They're like all right here. You know, it's like, "Oh, go. We hid some arrowheads out." But you know what I mean? Like what?
I was gonna say because he held out his hand and like the assistant was like, "I can't see it, sir."
Yeah,
and he's like, "It's the idea, man." That's also so funny that he just had the balls to present nothing and just sell it that hard of like, here, take it. I did not want to give them material things. I wanted to give them a moment of peace and our heartfelt welcome.
And so the elder gives the assistant an assignment.
Which becomes like part 2 of the Shumi Village quest.
I have an assignment for you. Yes? Assist the sculptor in the shop. You will not rest or sleep until the statue is complete. What? Wait a minute. You misunderstood me, Elder. Never question the Elder.
Look at his shit-eating grin the Elder has.
I know. Mercy. No.
That's funny, because the Moomba that was enslaved when Laguna was in Estar, the security guard was like, "You're not going to sleep or eat until you finish your job." So now there's another thing we need to do here, but first you gotta leave the entire village.
Okay, really?
Yeah. So leave and come back in. And then go back into the statue building where you'll find the attendant.
Why do I have to leave?
Because they were like, come back anytime. So now when you leave, it'll reset the state.
Well,
of what's
also
going on.
because the attendant is now
gonna go work
at the thing, and then...
So yeah, we ride the elevator up and out to walk back down in.
Man, I would have thought to defeat Ultimacia, who's going to destroy the world, like, you know, even the reclusive Shumi would come help, and all kinds of grander things would happen, rather than just, like, a few of us getting hired to stop her.
Well, we're getting hired to compress time in a very complicated way.
I know.
And there's a series of events where we're going to switch sorcerer bodies in a, like,
Good God.
Freaky Friday of 4 people. Where it's got to be done in
We're
the
gonna
right
Freaky
chain.
Friday our way to the future and kill this bitch.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's the attendant.
Hey, buddy.
So we go back in and talk to the attendant who's in the sculptor's house.
And just to, you know, dash your expectations, there isn't an amazing sequence where we Freaky Friday into Ultimicia's body and her servant's like, "What's wrong? Don't you remember your appointment today?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, of course." Look in the mirror and go like, "Oh, I'm Ultimicia. Oh no.
God.
Yeah,
How does she act in this situation?
That'd be so good.
Attendant can't believe that we have to make this silly statue.
So now go talk to the elder. This doesn't even say what's going to happen or why or how you would know to talk to these people in this order. This is going to be nuts, I think.
Well, I wonder what the payoff of this is going to be.
You get a status guard, which will teach another junction, like elemental status junction times 4. How are they doing? From the look on your face, they must not be working seriously. The Moomba can help us. Please go ask the Moomba for help. Yeah, now go talk to the Moomba.
Okay, it will become an order if I ask, so please.
So upon checking on the sculptor and the elder, it becomes apparent that they need more help to get this statue done, even though it looks finished to me, but whatever.
So we go find the Moomba that was outside.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll run over to the sculptor's house.
Good God! Okay, so now he's here.
Now talk to everyone near the statue. Oh, it's you.
What do you want?
The elder said that? That's not fair. The elder's not giving me any choice. Okay, fine. Attendant will work. So yeah, talk to, I guess, that attendant and the sculptor. So, has Artisan agreed to help?
So yeah, we talked to everybody in the room, and they're like, yes, I guess I'll have to work on this statue or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, all right, go back to the elder.
We've already been fetching rocks and whatnot for like 45 minutes.
This is a long time.
This is long.
And this says, talk to elder again after this.
This is such a stupid secret, and I love it.
We're like halfway through.
What?
What is the theme of this quest? Like understanding a purpose of life and whether things are important to do or not?
I don't know that there really is one. They kind of dance around it and then like make jokes about was there a point to this or not the whole time. Like the whole theme is very like, you know, this is a group of people who are using our misunderstandings about their culture to use us to get things done. Like, I don't know what the point of this is other than we made this village, we wrote all this shit about it, and none of it got to make it in. Like, here's a love letter to what wasn't, you know?
My attendant is finally working. Great, the statue should be completed soon.
Maybe it's none of my business, but what's the point of forcing him to do something against his will?
Your whole life is that, Squall.
You don't understand.
Taking orders is the only thing you care about.
There's nobody in this village who admires Master Laguna more than my attendant. There's a reason why my attendant refused to work on the statue initially.
Huh?
My attendant strongly wishes to leave here and fight alongside Master Laguna, not to spend time building a statue. Therefore, my attendant does not want to become an elder. One cannot fight or leave the village once one becomes an elder.
Well, Nord
Got these big hands. A Shumi becomes an elder or something else. I think one must have wits to become an elder. I was very fortunate. I believe my attendant will become an elder someday. That would be really ironic. Is there any way to prevent the evolution? It is not the Shumi way to abuse our knowledge, pursue personal ambitions. All of us have accepted our destinies. How sad. Well, it sounds like they may need one more person to help. I would love to see my attendant go and pursue his personal dreams. I once had dreams too, but as an elder, my responsibilities must always come first.
So now, go back to the statue and talk to the attendant again.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, go to the artisan's house and talk to the artisan. And then...
Yeah, how would, like, I thought it was gonna end there at the elder's house.
Attendant thinks we need one more skilled craftsman. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, go talk to the artisan.
Fuck this town.
I like this place. They're nice.
They are nice, and I like them. And it's a beautiful place, and why are they doing this to me?
So we're talking to the artisan who is like, oh, the sculptor needs help, but I've got shit I'm doing. Well, I guess I should go help.
Help at the shop? Artisan can't. There are tons of things that artisan has to do before artisan becomes a Moomba. Explain you can't talk to... Okay, go talk to the elder one last time.
Yeesh.
So we go back to the elder again.
My God.
So they do need one more. Artisan is qualified, but very stubborn. What shall we do? Now it is time to make your way to Fisherman's Horizon.
Excuse me?
It's time to make your way to Fisherman's Horizon. And speak with the Grease Monkey.
And thank God I'm looking at a guide and just walking us through this, because apropos of nothing, you now have to go talk to this guy in Fisherman's Horizon.
Dude, I wouldn't have gotten through one single step of this without a guide.
Rewatching all this, there's all these like little hints that guy is like associated with this place,
Yeah.
but they do not really fucking tell you go out in the world and find someone else even. That like
All the stones and this whole quest has been within this locality.
yeah, like
And then this is like, go to FH.
the hint is that the artisan has been out to FH before.
Mm-hmm. And there's a
in
grease
FH,
monkey.
there's like a little Moomba toy there.
In
and then
this guy's
the call
quarters.
to action is this elder is like, oh, artisan doesn't want to do it. Damn, we need someone to. That's it. And you're supposed to go to Fisherman's Horizon.
So let's go.
Did we meet the grease monkey?
I think we
Hey, come here. Come
Come
here. Oh, come.
We might have talked to him when we went there the first time. I don't know. He can be found all the way at the end near
And
where
the
you...
one more isn't me to help him finish.
No,
it.
you need someone who's like good at doing stuff.
As we've been getting at a lot in this episode, like it's not like the grease monkey was a particularly memorable interaction.
No.
Like these towns are not full of life in a way that you like recall.
Right.
That guy there was doing that, and that was interesting. Like he's a guy in a room.
Yeah.
Now the quest takes us out of the town for the first time, which
Like,
would be...
how would you know? Like, this is like...
You're now established that it's like everything with this quest is in this text.
This is like you gotta know this world. Like, I bet if you talk to this guy, he says some shit like, man, I can make almost anything with my hands, or some shit like that, you know?
Uh-huh.
And you would be like, maybe that guy!
That guy who said...
This is the most Final Fantasy
You wouldn't even
game.
know that you're on a quest right now.
No.
You would just be like, their dialogue is different.
You would be like, the statue's not done.
Also the dialogue is different.
Yeah. This is the most Final Fantasy game we have played, period.
It's like...
This is
such a degree.
amazing. This is amazing. I can't think of another game that would do a quest this way.
Yeah, no, exactly. 12 Ultimas, that's great.
Yeah, and go all the way to the end, like where we fought the Galbadian guard and the spider that Selphie and Co. crawled out of.
I barely remember where that is.
I know where it is.
So we land at FH.
Jesus. Yeah,
This place
so
is cool.
part of what we missed with that Master Fisherman quest that we could have done right when we got here is that dude is... No, you want to go that way now. Not up here, yeah. That dude is like the guy who led the train out of Esthar, of all the people who live here from there, that are all like master builders and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I going down the train tracks?
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna keep on going. Blue, 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 blue. All the way.
Where's that cat? I heard a cat. Where?
Oh, you want to go down there.
Where
And
the
you
cats
can
are?
go down those stairs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of these guys, I think, is the grease monkey down here somewhere.
Hi, cat.
Hello, cats.
Do you cats play cards?
That one cat talked. Yeah, go back up the stairs
Which stairs?
that you came down to get down here.
Anyway, we find the grease monkey's lair, his little abode.
Yeah, see, he has a Moomba doll, which is like the clue. The artisan made him the Moomba doll.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is this
Grease.
a real
No
movie?
way, Jose. You guys went to Shumi Village, huh? Did you meet the guy who made the Moomba doll? That doll reacts to the presence of people who went to Shumi Village. This is fucking crazy.
What?
Yeah, man, this is awesome. High tech, ain't it? I'm a pretty good craftsman myself, but that thing's way out of my league.
I wonder how the doll can tell that we've been to Shumi Village.
Well, I gotta give them credit that at least if you get to this stage in the quest, like, upon walking in here, this is triggered. Like,
Okay.
you don't have to go talk to him.
yeah.
Go talk to him.
That's nuts.
Oh, man.
It reacts to me because I've been to
my
Shumi Village,
Good
dude.
God, dude.
It reacts to people who've been to Shumi.
We spoke to the person who made that Moomba, and we have a problem. What's up? He's got a lot on his mind, but it seems like what you're trying to do is pretty important. Yeah, I'll help.
So we explain the predicament that Artisan is in.
There's a statue. It just has to get done, and he can't help or something.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, why don't you take that Moomba with you?
He offers us the Moomba toy as the thing that would help.
Yeah.
This baby will solve your problem guaranteed.
Okay, so now go back to Shumi Village and speak with the artisan one more time, and then
Okay,
speak
friends.
with the elder, and you're finally done.
Because I'm going to tell the artisan what I learned and what I got.
Yeah, I think you're going to give him the Moomba doll, and it will help him do it or something? I don't know.
So, with the Moomba doll in hand, we head back to Shumi Village.
Did you make that?
Yes, it's the gift artisan sent to a friend. Why do you have it?
So we walk into Artisan's house and show him the Moomba we were given.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he built a message into it. Oh, artisan did say a while ago that he
left
and
knew
found
people,
other
and that's-
artisans.
Yeah, and that's why he built those cars.
Oh, it's so good to hear Monkey's voice.
Hey, what's happening, bro? Can't contact you directly, so gotta go with this.
So yeah, it turns out that the guy put like a talk boy in the little Moomba
Yeah,
toy.
there's like a tape message.
I hear you guys are making something. Why don't you quit dallying and just go with it? Yeah, bro, I understand how you feel. I guess I'll leave it
just
to
leave it to
him.
him.
But you're an artisan, blah, blah, blah. Right, are you with me? Yo, bro, I understand how you feel. I think you might be able to walk out of here.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
I wonder if it's enough to convince him.
So we leave the house, and right after us, the artisan walks out with the Moomba on his head and heads over to help with the sculptor.
Yep, here he goes.
Okay. He's got the Moomba doll on his head.
Artisan is gonna do it. Artisan is gonna help. Artisan has been misconceived.
Okay.
Nobody has attempted this before, but Artisan has decided to become a human.
Okay.
He invited me to come to Fisherman Horizon. Artisan is going to go.
No Shumi has ever decided to become a human as their evolution at the end of their life.
Also, you can choose what you become. That's new information. Most of them decide to be Moombas.
Okay.
Oh, that solves his problem. He's like, Artisan has so much to do before I become a Moomba. And then he's like, but
What
if I become a human, I can keep making stuff.
Yeah.
Is he just going to become a baby?
You start at the beginning of life.
Because if that's
and
what
you're
happens,
as, like, needing of a parent.
becoming something like a dog makes sense. If you're like, I'll probably get by, I'll make it.
Thank you. Okay.
How
How many
Shumi-
Norgs have become humans? How
How
many?
many Norgs are... How many
How
Shumi
many-
are walking among us?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, none. He just said he's the first one.
Yeah,
to
he's
try
going
it.
to be the first. But then how weird would that be if you knew people...
Who used to be fucking Shumis?
It's like, oh, they don't have parents. He was a Shumi. He doesn't remember any of that shit now. But
such a crazy
he
idea.
was...
Do you
Alright.
think... I mean, because Moombas know someone by tasting their blood, do you think that's still
Have we
true?
laid that on the audience
We've
yet?
mentioned it.
Have we?
Yeah. In voiceover.
I don't think so. I was walking away and I yelled back, "Oh yeah!" And they can remember people by tasting their blood.
That's one of those true facts about Moombas.
Yeah. We read in some thing that Moombas remember people by tasting blood. We don't know what that means, or we don't have any more details than that. But
But it's the case.
I
Well,
remember-
do you think it would also be true of babies? That like the next
can
form.
the baby is that just a Shumi
Yeah,
thing,
it's a
or is
Shu-
that a
yeah.
Moomba thing
Right.
specifically?
Well, it is technically under the Moomba information.
yeah,
so
but it could be true
of other evolutions of Shumi.
They might fuck around and make vampires.
Wait, they can decide to become whatever they want, and most of them become Moombas?
Apparently.
They
They
must
said they
really
can be
think
one
we
of two
suck.
things. They said earlier they could only be these
Well,
two
no, they
things.
said we become something else. Moombas are one of those things, but if you don't become something else, you become an elder.
Okay, fan theory time.
You're a fan officially?
Oh God. Is there a character who shows up like late in the game? Anybody who appears late,
Ultimecia?
or maybe
Griever?
somebody in Estar?
Laguna?
My fan theory is that Norg evolved to be the assistant in Estar.
Oh,
And
see,
he's like a guy in the world.
so you
he
think
chose
that
to be
he
a person.
evolved into a fully grown person with his own memories?
This is a fan theory. It's that the
Okay.
assistant is actually Norg or somebody. I don't
Well,
know.
'cause-
Anybody who shows up at the end of the game after Norg. Maybe there's somebody who shows up who's
I
Norg.
think you're right, because, well, my fan theory is that when you evolve, you are, like, born as you evolve into a baby, you know?
yeah.
But that you could evolve into a baby whose DNA is programmed to grow into a full-grown man who remembers being the assistant within a
Right.
few days.
Yes.
Because they have that spiritual technology as Norgs. And that
I'm just saying, maybe there's somebody who shows up after we kill Norg who is actually Norg.
because the question of who is Norg isn't directly answered, but since this game doesn't like to spoon feed you, we know the answer is there. You know?
But anyway, we're talking to the Elder, and we're finally at the end of this quest.
Yep, here we go.
Convinced Artisan? Excellent. Only your wits could have accomplished it. I was gonna offer Artisan this to help us. I guess I don't need it anymore. Please take it. Receive the status card. They may not finish it today, but I believe it will be very soon. This would blow my mind if I were like living in this game so much without a guide and then found
Somehow
this
did
and
this.
did this.
From here, we just leave Shumi Village and we're done. But do they ever finish the statue?
I don't think so.
We never go back into the statue room
I don't
and
think
check.
we do. Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe it's one of those things where you leave and come back. That happens a few times in this
And they're
game.
like, hooray.
hooray,
But
the statue is done.
we're about to leave Shumi forever.
We're done with this place.
Wow. So we're done here in Shumi?
We're done here.
I gotta go. Don't forget to save. And use the status card?
Yeah, well, before we go in to fight Bahamut, we'll figure all our junctions out and use it.
And that's episode 37.
big side quest we did there.
Yeah, that was huge.
You know, that quest really makes me think. I just want to ask you, is that a good quest or a bad quest?
In the context of what? Because my brother once said, I maybe even quoted this before, that like, when all you're eating is shit, a bad sandwich seems really good.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing, because it's also like this kind of quest that's just like very hard to find and really subtle. I think like comes up again and again, and this is like the most in your face, subtle. The subtlety is in your face.
What I don't like about it's hilarious. What I don't like about it is that it's just a simple fetch quest in reality. I do like some of the charm of the
exactly
it, and the characterization and the story behind it and how meaningless all of that is like fun. I think there's a magic to it though that makes it a little bit special when it's this obtuse of like the wind stone is like one of the stones in the background that is then
that
like, oh, there's a
final
breeze.
Step of having to go to Fisherman's Horizon.
Yeah, like it's a real test of obscurity.
I guess what I'm getting
at,
and
I think that's kind of interesting,
is it is like from a gameplay point of view, I think it's like bad.
Right.
But it's also like part of what made us choose this franchise, I think, is this. And I like particularly like doing them with you. Because it brings up so much like, what are they, this box we're in that I can't see the dimensions of, I now don't even understand how it works.
It's
like,
definitely what makes this franchise special.
And I think in a game that is finished, like is totally full, this like as the icing on top, sends it like over the moon.
Way higher.
But presented as like, not only is it one of the only things in the game that's noteworthy, it's also the only thing to do with Shumi Village. It really is like, fuck, man, what is the point of this?
I keep thinking about this thing that Apple says all the time. Their CEO, Tim Cook, will be like, only Apple can do X, Y, or Z, and we choose things that only Apple can do.
Only Square,
because of our weird shit.
Only SquareSoft prioritizes the extra bullshit over finishing the rest of the game.
Only Final Fantasy can give you this kind of experience.
Because this is like in 12, no one will know what we're talking about, but there's the Chop side quest, which is unpleasant.
Not nobody's gonna know where we're talking about. Plenty of people.
Yeah, a lot of people
12,
know. But this is.
When I think of the weird shit in 12, I think more of that, like the gates, the water gates.
Oh yeah,
and dropping the thing down.
Yeah,
and
the chops. The chops is required. You have to do that.
Exactly. That's the icing though of optional, super obscure stuff. Was the Watergate thing?
Yeah,
it's Watergate.
The Watergate. but I mean, in that game is so big, all that stuff like elevates it. Whereas here, it's really
like,
easy to almost put this in like a mark against it.
Yeah.
But it's also a mark for it.
It's absolutely for it.
We've spent forever talking about it, but it's a mark for it, even though it's bad.
I think the thing is, this is our favorite stuff in this game.
Yeah, and
we start really loving the game and feeling better and better about it because we're only remembering the crazy CG cutscenes and the bananas plot
and all this stuff. It's charming. Yeah. It feels nice.
The conversation between the elder and the assistant being like, I can't believe you just did that. And that worked. You know, like, it's fun.
Didn't mean to go so fucking hardcore there, but...
Well, sometimes an episode deserves a wrap-up.
It does. And, you know...
What are we doing next week?
Are we gonna go to the underwater research facility?
That might be the week after.
Are we...
Oh, it's got the...
the monkey.
And the rocks.
Yeah, the whole monkey quest. Yeah, we're not doing the underwater research facility yet. There's a couple things we want to get done before we head to that. Which will be like the underwater research facility is like the big last thing we get done before we go to the end of the game.
But we want to get like Squall's ultimate weapon.
And there is a quest involving a lake and a spirit and a monkey and
some rocks. I love it.
All of that only in the theater of your mind. They could have put any text there, but they put this. Why? I don't know. You'll
because
see.
they're the best.
It's sublime. Like the Shumi thing is like a little too grounded to be elevated. They're both essentially the same. You go here and back and forth.
Yep.
But this one is just like it's not even touching reality. It's so fucking insane. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Next week's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before we go, do you want to check in online and see if there are any messages waiting for us?
Yeah, let me just summon the pixies of the woods to connect us to the ley lines, and we can tap into that Stonehenge internet.
I can see them. They're flying towards me, the pixies.
Mm-hmm.
And here they are. They're holding out their hands, and they have a thumb drive, a USB, plugging it in now.
You don't download anything off of that.
I'll make sure.
Read only.
Yeah, okay. Clicking on the read-only file. And there's a message. The message reads, "Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon Primeval. I'm Professor Redwood, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. In the first season of our podcast, we explored the origins of Pokemon and the advent of Pokegenesis, that moment where ideas and feelings became literalized in the form of the creatures that now inhabit our world. In Season 2, I am currently on the run from both international and local authorities who are determined to catch me just because I stole some audio recordings of a possible apocalyptic future for our Pokemon world." There's more. If you
Go.
Every month I will be releasing a new recording of that world that may yet be. It's kind of like an actual play podcast. 40 years hence, the world has fallen and burned. Pokemon have mutated into horrific forms, and humanity has devolved into scattered tribes willing to kill one another for the barest scraps. Can you see why we don't want to go there? So join us in attempting to puzzle out what caused the fall of the world and in stopping it. And since that imbecile Frederick Wortham has taken over my class while I'm on the run, I am announcing here for the very first time that class will be back in session shortly, and we will be continuing the exploration that we began in Season 1 as we go back to the primeval world of Pokemon. So get ready. An evolution is coming, and no amount of pressing B will stop it. That's the Pokemon Primeval podcast.
I don't know what this cult is about, but I want to sign up. I feel like I lost my mind while you were reading that in the best way possible. I don't know if any of that... I've only played the first Pokemon game, so I don't know... Is that how Pokemon were made? Is there like lore, like the Silmarillion? There were like 2 songs, and then the Pokemon came out of it, or is this? I don't know what it is.
This guy's got
it
recordings
sounds
from it. And
like whatever he's doing is awesome.
Yeah. Go check out Pokemon Primeval.
Pokemon Primeval, fuck yes, and go to the apocalyptic future and lose your mind.
Thank you so much for that message.
Let's
get out of here. If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 each. Just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. We do payments through PayPal, so just email us.
Yes.
We'll do it.
Huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters.
Yes, thank you so much for supporting us there.
As we said this week, there's a lot of extra stuff in this game that we didn't do when we played through it the first time that we did go back after and finish, such as all of the card quests, and we'll be doing that in the bonus content, which you can get when you sign up for Patreon.
In the main season, we've got a bunch of great side quests left to go, but there's a full-on mini-season of bonus stuff. So go to patreon.com/nocat.
We're approaching the end of the season, and you may be thinking you don't want it to end. It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to.
It will go on for a little bit longer for those who are subscribed, and thank you to all of those who do subscribe. You keep us going, and we truly appreciate it. Also, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Please do that. Support our show through the merch by buying a t-shirt or a mug at the Etsy store.
Type NoCat Forever into any comment field on every video on YouTube.
every video on YouTube.
Just
I
like how they're
want to be able to
always
go
like-
to YouTube and search any video, and I want to see No Cap Forever.
You know how
in the
they're
comments.
always like, it's not that hard to hit thumbs up on this video. It's not that hard to type "No Cat Forever" in the comments below it either and hit enter. So whenever a YouTuber
you like
asks you to do that,
concept, it's
whenever anyone else on another podcast or YouTube video promotes themselves, think of us and then do what they're asking you to do for us.
Yes.
That would be great.
do it.
Dessert?
Dessert. It's time for dessert.
It's time for dessert. Oh my god.
I had a thing called a morning bun from a pastry place the other day,
Oh, yeah.
and it was so covered in sugar that it should only be a dessert.
Can we get a morning bun that's carved into the shape of like a little chimpanzee?
Absolutely.
Great.
Here it comes. Enjoy.
Yeah, fuck the Queen of Cards. The cards thing, the game is cool. I like a lot about it.
I
but
also didn't realize
they
it
didn't,
seems
like,
like it doesn't add up
take
to...
it anywhere.
I thought you would get a GF or something from it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, it like there's
It's
no
ju-
payoff.
It's just like a
It's-
cool extra thing that's a game inside the game.
Which means I'm gonna start playing and potentially losing cards and not resetting.
Why are you gonna do that? You're gonna lose good cards.
Why do you care if we keep them?
Because we worked hard to get those cards.
For what?
To get them.
To play them here against some people who have some hot cards. The Elder will not
at
present
least-
you with a gift.
At least play Laguna before you lose all the good cards to random against these
Right,
people.
right, yeah.